When people think of Panzer, they usually picture disciplined Germans, refined British tea culture, or chaotic Italian charges. But tucked away in the snow and silence lies one of the most unique themes in the series. Jatkosota High School built not on brute strength, but survival. Hi, my name's Butters, and I know I'm not the usual guy here, but since I'm Finnish, they thought it was a good idea to bring me to voice this video about the Finnish-inspired high school. The Jatkosota High School is heavily inspired by Finland during the Continuation War that lasted from 1941 until 1944, where Finland fought against the Soviet Union in brutal winter conditions. The name Jatkosota literally translates to Continuation War in Finnish, already setting the tone for a team defined by resilience and persistence, rather than dominance. Unlike other schools, they don't rely on overwhelming force, they rely on terrain, patience, and precision. Think less charge forward, and more you won't see us coming. At the center of Jatkosota is their enigmatic commander, Mika. She's calm, crypt, and always seen playing the kantele, which is a Finnish string instrument. Her personality reflects a very specific concept in Finnish culture, quiet endurance. She speaks in vague, almost philosophical lines, often leaving both allies and enemies confused, but doesn't rush decisions. She lets situations unfold, which in battle, it's kinda terrifying. Supporting Mika are her loyal teammates, Aki and Mikko. Their names are common Finnish names. Aki often comes from longer names like Akimoto, or Finnish variants tied to the brightness or autumn. Mikko is the Finnish version of Michael, which means, in Finnish, who is like God. Together they represent a tight-knit, highly coordinated crew, minimal communication, maximum understanding. Jatkosota's signature tank is the BT-42. This thing is really strange. It's a modified Soviet BT-7 chassis fitted with a British 114mm howitzer. In real life it didn't really work as intended, but in Panzer it becomes iconic. Why? Because it perfectly represents Jatkosota. Improvised, unconventional, and surprisingly effective in the right hands. They don't need the best equipment, they make what they have work. Jatkosota's combat style mirrors real Finnish tactics used during World War II. They specialize in ambushes, hit-and-run attacks, and fighting forests and or snow-covered terrain. This reflects the concept of multi-tactics, where enemy forces are split into smaller, isolated groups and are eliminated one by one. Instead of facing our stronger opponents head-on, they break them apart. It's less about winning quickly and more about making sure the enemy never recovers. Jatkosota's cultural references go beyond combat. Their aesthetic draws heavily from Finnish traditions, being them cold and forested landscapes, minimalist living, and quiet or introspective behavior. Even their food reflects this simplicity. Traditional Finnish cuisine includes things like karjalan piiraka, which are essentially just Caribbean pies, hearty stews and breads designed for survival in harsh climates. It's practical, filling, and built for endurance, just like their tactics. Yet Jatkosota stands out because they don't try to overpower the enemies, they just outlast them. Where others rely on discipline, firepower, or even speed, Jatkosota relies on understanding the battlefield itself, turning weakness into strength, silence into strategy, and in a world full of loud and flashy teams, they win by barely being noticed at all. So next time you watch Panzer, pay real attention to the quiet ones in the snow, because if Jatkosota is on the field, the battle might already be over. We just don't know yet. Thank you guys for watching. Please join us on Discord and support us on Ko-Fi.